everybody. Today is Motivation Monday with your host, Drew Wishover, entrepreneur, published author, and owner of Inspired Business Group, along with his co-host and director of operations, Amy Maley. Thanks for tuning in, and let's join this episode of Title Talk. Hey! Happy Monday afternoon, folks. Thanks for joining us today on Title Talk 2.0 Motivational Monday. We are Inspired Business Group, and my name is Drew.
And my name is Amy.
Thank you guys for being here on a Monday afternoon. We are excited to come to you live, and we are actually live after having a little bit of technical difficulty, but we made it. We're here today. What's going on this beautiful Monday?
To be honest, this is probably the best Monday I've had in a long time.
You are way excited today, aren't you?
Yeah, we hired a new person here. We've had Maddie, Madison, working in the social media realm of things, which has been great. I finally have another title. I have a title assistant.
That's awesome.
And, she started today. And, the setup of new people is always...
Yeah.
It's so much fun. Because, you don't do it very often, luckily. So it's going through that... What passwords? What websites? What logins? Do you have this? Oh, we can work on that, but we don't have that. So Adeline has joined our team. She is in real estate, and she just started with a newer brokerage, Duarte Real Estate, that we are going to hopefully be able to meet some people from there and get to know people from there. But having a new person in here that is motivated and driven as she is it's a breath of fresh air. So it's been very, very great having a new, fresh other woman in here.
Absolutely, it's great. I mean, we welcome Addie with open arms. She is the youthful and outgoing, and I think she's dynamic. I think she's fitting our culture well. So,
yeah.
Obviously, it's day one, and we're all excited, and hopefully we'll have her on here soon to introduce her to the world.
Yes. Once she gets a little used to us, I don't want to overwhelm her.
Oh, no. No. We want to overwhelm her. That's how we are here. We just throw them right into the wolves right away. So we're coming to you on a motivational Monday. It is a beautiful moment in time to chat about things that make you go things that make you think. So I think I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit today about stereotyping, maybe even a little bit of a level of bias. I recalled a story that I'm going to just kind of share with you here and give you some hopeful things to think about. And last week I talked about little Stevie and how important it was to just kind of slow down, take a moment to really think about the things around you and the people around you. So not too long ago, I was on a plane, and I heard a voice of a woman pilot coming over the PA system. I noticed a woman sitting across the aisle from me, and she was just so excited. She was thrilled that she was pumping her fists like, yes, there's a woman rocking it. We're now in the stratosphere. It was great. She was all excited. And then it started to get a little turbulent and bumpy. And I read her lips, and she said to her travel mate, I hope she can drive. It's not even like I knew that was a bias until I was coming back on the other leg of that flight. There's always a guy seeming like they're driving, right? And it's often turbulent, and it's bumpy, and I've never questioned it, and I bet she's never questioned it. Never has the competence of the pilot been questioned because it was a male. So if you ask me explicitly, I would say female pilot, awesome. But it appears that when things get funky and a little troublesome, a little risky, we lean on a bias that I didn't even know was out there. Fast-moving planes in the sky. I want a guy. That was kind of her default. Men were the default for this. Who's your default? Who do you trust? I'm going to tell you what I've learned. The association test, which measures kind of your unconscious bias, you can go online and take it. 5 million people have taken this test. 5,000,001 now, because I did it. It turns out our default is white. We like white people. We prefer white. What do I mean by that? When people are shown images of black men and white men, we are more quickly able to associate that picture with a positive word. That white person with a positive word, then we're trying to associate a positive with a black face, and vice versa. So when we see a black face, it's easier to connect black with negative than it is white with negative. So bias are stories that we make up about people before we actually know who they actually are. So I'm challenging you guys. I challenge you, walk toward your discomfort. And I'm not asking you to take any crazy risks. I'm not saying just do an inventory. Expand your social and professional circles. Take a look. Like, who's in your circle? Who's missing? How many authentic relationships do you have with young black folks, young Hispanic folks, men, women, or any other major difference from who you are? So go deeper, get closer. Build the kinds of relationships, the kinds of friendships that actually cause you to see the whole person and to really go against the stereotypes that are out there. See, I believe if we got to know people before we judge them, we'd probably find out what they're going through, what they're battling, and therefore they would probably go unjudged. No one deserves that. And we're not sitting in a judge's chair. So come down from your pedestal and let's all try to meet people where they're at. It's really, really odd when I took that test. And I'm telling you, the questions of the test have nothing to do with what the outcomes are. And what it's measuring is your recall and your conscious thinking, so that we have just put this bias out there in the stereotype that there are certain things, and like the lady on the plane, she never questions a male pilot.
Mm-hmm.
But the moment a female pilot runs into some adversity, it becomes a wonderment. It becomes a concern. So it made me want to just dive a little bit deeper into more about what that is. And I know personally from Ryan's experience in high school, going on this retreat. It's called Kairos. They did this retreat, and he came back from this retreat and he's going, "Oh my gosh!" Like,
I heard it like changes people. Like Joe used to tell me about
absolutely.
it too. Yeah.
I mean, you know, you're a teammate with these guys in high school on the baseball teams and things, and you have this certain perception of them. And then you learn something
like
behind
reality.
the scenes going, oh my gosh, I never knew they were going through that.
Mm-hmm.
I never knew that was something that was happening in their lives.
Right.
And therefore, that explains what they're going through. So instead of just casting that judgment and developing that immediate feeling, get to know that person. Go a little bit deeper. Step outside your comfort zone. Ask them the questions of finding out a little bit more about them and understand that. So it's my challenge for the week. So hopefully that's something you guys, we're trying to make the world a better place and trying to change a little bit each day. And you know, here at Inspired Business, this is part of our culture, the motivation, the excitement, the positivity, the reflection, the non-judgmental, non-stereotyping of people and deals and transactions, because everybody does things for what is their reasons, and we certainly don't want to be on the edge of that and on the front line of kind of passing that on. So there is your Monday motivation today, folks. I hope you guys get a chance to pass this along. We'd ask you to share it and bring it out there to some of the folks who maybe need to hear some of these things today. We don't know who they are, and you probably don't either, but maybe just share it along, pass it on, and let them hear it themselves, and maybe they'll make touch somebody in a certain way. So tomorrow, positive vibes from Amy.
Hopefully.
Well, she's already got some of them. She's got a new team member that she's working with and teaching, and that's always great. She loves doing the whole teaching thing. So stay tuned for tomorrow's positive vibes in our 2 for Tuesday segment, where we'll bring some fun facts and what's going on in the world today. But until then, I'm going to let them go.
You should let them go.
Awesome. Thank you guys for tuning in for another, what do we want to call it? Another installment. Sure. Good word. Another installment of our Inspired Business Title Talk 2.0. My name is Drew.
And my name is Amy.
Thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you guys again real soon. Take care, guys.
Well, there you have it. That is it for this week's edition of Title Talk. Be sure to head over to our Inspired YouTube page and subscribe and like. And make sure you follow the team on Instagram and Facebook. Join us again next time for more tips and knowledge from the industry pros. Thanks again for listening.